Hello and welcome to Solutions with Lane. I'm Lane, a hypnotist, here to teach you about manifestation as awareness and not through effort. If you'd like to work together for a breakthrough session or a program, you can check out everything in the link below, along with a free embodiment blueprint or the thought transmission inner conversation meditation. Oh, I feel like I'm blanking out today, but anyways, here we are. Let's dive into the video because I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one. You can also say hi to Dexter in the comments. He's hanging out with us too. So anyways, I see so many comments. It's more of a thing on TikTok, not so much on YouTube, but I'm sure it's happening on YouTube as well. But I get so many comments of, but it's been so many months and there was somebody else. Valid point. I get it, man. I get it. But you realize the fact that you're commenting that, you're affirming that, you're putting your awareness on that. And as awareness, you are going to create more of that because that's where your focus is on. Right? On top of, I'm sure you're thinking it and attaching yourself to those thoughts. It's making you feel crappy, and then attaching yourself to those feelings. And then maybe you're stalking their social media and attaching yourself to those circumstances and all of those things. And it's just a loop that continues to perpetuate. And more time passes, you start to see your person happier and happier. And it starts to become more and more apparent that you're not going to get what you want because, for one, that's where your awareness is placed on. Now, your next question might be, Lane, but I've been doing the affirmations. I've been visualizing my end. I've been telling a new story. I've been doing everything that all these damn coaches have been telling me to do. I've been putting money into coaching. I've been, even trying to do tarot readings because, I just wanted to feel better in the moment. I even did a love spell because, I'm just so desperate. I just want this to work. I don't get it. All these people are saying do these different things. Let me stop you right there. Okay? Get it. I've been there, man. Maybe not with the love spells and like tarot readings. But I've been there with the feeling of desperation, would give anything just to see a change in my reality, to get a person back. And trying everything. I get it. Been there. That's how I got to where I'm at now. And one thing that I've learned on this journey is it's not about the techniques. It's not about telling a new story. That's not the problem. And if you think about it, the techniques are just to help you place your awareness on what you do want and take your awareness off of what you don't want. But you don't even have to do the techniques. Because the next question I get asked, what happens if I take my awareness off of doing the techniques and I'm not doing the techniques? How is my subconscious mind going to know what I want so then it can manifest? Get it? Valid. Get it? I understand. If I were to ask you who you want to be with, your mind instantly knows the person, right? If I were to ask you, who do you love? Your mind instantly knows the person. Your heart knows the person. So that desire is already within you. Or else you wouldn't have that knowing that that's my person. That's who I want to spend the rest of my life with. That's who I love. You wouldn't have any of those knowings. That's coming from the desire itself. Did you have to affirm that's my person? No, you just know it, right? You just fell in love with that person. Natural, because the desire is already within you. The fulfillment of that desire is already within you. Okay, so hopefully I've already debunked the logic that's trying to go on within your mind, and I'm answering all the different questions that come up, in coaching sessions, in comments, etc. So what we have to do, I'm going to break down exactly what we have to do to combat that in a way, right? I want you to understand first, though, that you are source. You are the presence behind everything, and this completely, it might seem like it's nothing. Might seem like, this has nothing to do with my manifestation. I used to think that too. Like, I don't need to know I'm God. Or I can conceptualize it in thought form and be like, yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm God. Like, where's my manifestation? Where's my shit? But it changes the game once you really start to sit with this and really start to become who you really are, right? And actually not even become, remember who you are. That's a better word, because that's literally what happens and what is happening. So, all right. If you remember, I am source. I'm not a part of God. Like I said in yesterday's video, I'm not a part of God. I am all of it. I am the source of everything. I am the presence behind everything. And I am awareness itself. And whatever my awareness is on, whatever I am aware of, as source, it's going to be reflected back to me. So if I take my awareness off of what I don't want, as source, a new reflection has to be presented. Right? Because again, you are all of it. Nothing and no one is separate from you. The only reason why you don't have what you want, and Neville talks about it, I don't know the exact quote, but pretty much your refusal to believe it is why you don't see any evidence of it. Okay? So, and it's not belief in the aspect of, I'm not believing in the new story. It's belief in yourself. It's belief in who you truly are, not the character. Don't get caught up in that. Yourself as awareness, as source, as the presence behind everything. So when you take your awareness and you start to disidentify from what you don't want, you take your awareness off of what you don't want and place it on the present moment, which is all that exists, then guess what happens? The desire actually has room to breathe and be reflected back, because you're no longer snuffing it out. You can actually experience it. Because all that there is the present moment. So if you're aware of the present moment, you put your awareness on your breath, you put your awareness and remind yourself, okay, so this is a way that you can go about it, because it might sound complicated. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm in the present moment. Here I am. Ta-da. What you have to do is, like, throughout your day, remind yourself, oh, I'm source brushing my teeth. I'm source brushing my hair. I'm source hopping in the shower, washing my hair. I'm source when I'm making my lunch. I'm source as I'm driving to work. I'm source as I'm listening to this music or listening to this audiobook or reading a book, or I'm source having a conversation with my coworkers. I'm source texting someone right now. And you remind yourself in each present moment that you are source, it starts to create a breakdown of the logic within your mind, right? Because again, you're returning to the present moment in everything that you're doing. Yes, you can affirm I'm source, or just be present. Hey, I'm the awareness behind these things. And just be present as you're doing these things. Not be, all right, I'm texting back so-and-so, but I'm thinking about like how I haven't heard from my person. I'd rather be texting them right now. Or while I'm driving to work, I'm feeling upset because, normally I'd be on the phone with my person while they're on their way to work and we talk quick, right? So instead of being lost in your thoughts, in your mind, and feeling like shit, be in the present moment as you're driving. Put your hands on the steering wheel and feel the rubber, the firmness of the steering wheel. Maybe the sound of the air blowing through the vents or the heat blowing through the vents. Maybe the sounds around you as you're driving. If there's horns honking, if there's, people flying past you and you can hear like the wind of their car zooming by. Or listening to the music, maybe zone out on not the lyrics, but all of the different instruments used in that one song. And be present. Actually listen to it. Not just hear it, listen to it. When you're brushing your teeth, feel the bristles and then all that yucky toothpaste within your mouth. Or as you're brushing your hair, feeling the the force as you're doing it, right? Again, it's about being present in each one of these moments because, for one, it's reminding yourself, I'm source, I'm the presence behind everything, I'm awareness, and I'm placing my awareness on the present moment, which means I'm not placing my awareness on what I don't want. Then it allows room for everything to manifest. So then you're not focused on, well, it's been months, it's been years, it's been weeks, and I haven't heard from this person. focusing on the feelings of I'm sad. Like, is this ever going to work? Because in the present moment, you'll start feeling the flow state. You'll start feeling gratitude. You'll just start feeling peace, content. You'll start feeling just whole as you are, not needing anything to change. And then that's when it changes. Because you're back to just living your life, just enjoying who you are and where you are in this moment. Not trying to fix this moment, not trying to change this moment, not resisting this moment. Because when you're trying to do all of those things, that's saying, again, to your as awareness, you're putting your awareness on there's a problem here I need to fix. There's something I need to change. This is a circumstance. Putting your awareness on, here goes another day. Putting your awareness on, but I still didn't come up with the correct method. It still hasn't worked. Do you see why nothing's manifesting for you? Do you see that your awareness has been on all the wrong things as you're sitting there saying, but I've been manifesting for months and I'm not seeing anything. There's no movement. Well, instantly in those sentences, you're aware. No movement. You're aware. It's been months. You're aware. Well, there was someone else. They've moved on. So if you take your awareness back and place it on the present moment, the things that you're doing, that's you living your life. They don't have to be exciting things for you to go and live your life, but you'll find as you continue to do this, you'll want to be doing things that are, more fulfilling, right? That bring you a level of peace or happiness or joy. You'll naturally just be doing those things because it will be enjoyable for you. Because you'll actually be participating. Not just being there. Not just doing it to get it done with. Or because another coach told you, go live your life. Go, for a walk. All right, I'm going to go walk. But the entire time that I'm going on this walk, I'm going to think about my person. Or I'm going to be affirming like a banshee. No, that's not what, well, at least not what I mean by it. When you go for a walk. Be present. What fragrances are you smelling from this beautiful earth that you are walking on? What's it feel like? Maybe you're walking on a dirt path. What does that feel like? Is it a little muddy? Is it soft with every step that you're taking? Or are you walking on cement? What's the weather like? Can you feel a cool breeze? Because now it's starting to get fall time. Maybe you're stepping on some dried up leaves so you can hear the crunch. Right? Again, being present. Enjoying yourself, seeing the beauty in life in this moment. And that is how you manifest. That's how you get out of this trap of it's been months and I haven't seen anything and I've been trying to manifest and there was someone else. That's how you break free out of that desperation, out of that trying and actually get to experience your full manifestation. Okay? Plus, you get to experience your full self as source. As awareness, you'll notice that other beautiful things begin to manifest. That it no longer feels like you're even trying to manifest. And again, I said this in yesterday's video. Things are just flowing effortlessly for you. Because manifestation was never a trying process with the shit that you didn't want. So why would it be a trying process for the stuff that you do want? You're just aware. You're just observing everything. You're the observer. You're observing what is going on in your present moment, in your surroundings, maybe observing your breath, maybe observing your body, maybe observing your thoughts, which you should always be doing. And Neville Goddard talked heavily about this. Eckhart Tolle talks about this, observing different feelings. And as you observe, everything just flows. The thoughts come and go. The feelings come and go. Experiences in your 3D come and go because you're just observing it all. You're just neutral. You're just chilling. You're just vibing out, having a good time. Okay, so I hope that, actually I know that this video was helpful. If you could do me the solid and hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you like videos like this. Start commenting down below, guys. I want to hear your stories, or even if you have any questions about, what I'm talking about here, because there's maybe 3% of people that talking about this. Everyone else is still talking about, well, you got to do these specific affirmations. You got to visualize. And you have no idea how much of the community isn't manifesting. Yeah, you're hearing success stories, but there are way more failures out there. I don't mean to scare you, but there are way more failures out there than winners because that shit is effort-based. And it didn't take any effort when you manifested the shit that you didn't want. So why the would it be effort to get what you want? Right? That's one thing I've realized on this journey. On my own, expansion of consciousness. There is way more of an effortless based way where you get consistent results and you feel really good. Where your mind is finally quiet. It doesn't feel chaotic. Where your feelings just feel calm. You feel relaxed. You feel safe all on your own, not needing a person to make you feel safe. You stop abandoning yourself. You stop thinking that you're a problem, that there's more that you need to fix about yourself before you can have what you want. You nip all of that in the butt and you go straight into the solution. All right? Okay. So on that note, if you did want to work together, everything's going to be linked below, so you can go check out the different services and the free embodiment blueprint and so on. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully this helped something click for you. Comment that down below if it did. And just remember, as awareness, you got this.